Accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Well, the rain crept back into Springfield about 7 o'clock this evening, and it's been a steady rain ever since, and it's been coming down pretty good. Here's a look at radar. Notice this very sharp cutoff to the rain. North of the interstate, we're not finding anything. South of the interstate, especially on the south side of the interstate, we're finding a steady, light to moderate rainfall that's just making for just a wet scenario tonight. And this is just the beginning, folks, of a wet 36 hours. Zooming in on Greene County, we find that as you head up toward Ash Grove and Walnut Grove, just cloudy skies, maybe some sprinkles in Fairgrove. But here in Springfield, the rain is falling. And as you drive south down Highway 65, the rain picks up, getting into the Nixa, Ozark area. Branson, the rain's been on and off over the last hour, but it was pretty steady before that. And for the most part, what we're going to find is a steady rain the remainder of the night tonight and throughout the day on Wednesday into Wednesday night. And it's all because of this storm, which is currently spinning away in New Mexico. This storm, until it can clear our area, is going to continue to soak the area with rainfall. And what will help out in that regard is this area of low pressure that's developing in Texas that will ripple up this front as we work through Wednesday into Wednesday night, keeping that rain threat going, especially on the north side of this stalled out frontal zone. South of that front, there's going to be a risk of severe weather on Wednesday. And it looks like heading into the overnight hours Wednesday night, we may see that risk, at least a low risk, of severe weather sneak into southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas. But it should stay just east and southeast of our area. I think the bigger story with this storm is going to be the rainfall. Lots of it, particularly south of the interstate, where many locations will see at least 2 inches of rainfall. Looking at our forecast tonight, notice how the steady rains continue along and south of the interstate. I do expect the rain to gradually edge closer and closer to places like Versailles and Warsaw and Osceola by 7 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. And then a steady rain will set in those locations during the morning hours. For the rest of us, it'll be wet all day long. It'll be wet into the evening hours as this storm makes its way from southwest to northeast across the area. Showers tapering off, I think, after midnight. And as it begins to wrap up, it looks like as cold air wraps in behind this storm, a change over to wet snow possible here along I-49 in places like Nevada, maybe south to Joplin, Stockton, Clinton, Warsaw, Versailles. All locations that could end with some wet snowfall out of the storm system, maybe enough for some minor accumulations on grassy surfaces. Then we get back to sunshine on Thursday. Now, it will start off gray in places like Waynesville and Licking, but those clouds will clear out pretty quickly, and we're going to find mostly sunny skies for most of the day on Thursday in our area. As far as rainfall totals, I mean, south of the interstate, just a soaker of a storm system. You see these numbers. This is really what you should expect for just about the entire month of February, and we're going to get it all in 36 hours. This is why we have some flooding concerns. Those low-lying areas certainly could be flooded, and low water crossings could be impacted as a result of creek rises as well. Here in Springfield, expecting 1 to 2 inches. Notice once you get north of the interstate, those rainfall totals drop off pretty quickly, generally under an inch in those spots. 39 for a low tonight. Temperature stuck in the 40s tomorrow. The one exception down toward Harrison, Yellville, Mountain Home, West Plains, Alton. I think some warm air is going to try to nose into those areas heading into Wednesday evening. Could see highs in the low to mid 50s in those spots, but those would be highs that would be experienced tomorrow night. On Thursday, highs in the 50s across the area, and maybe near 60 in Mountain Home. And I want to talk about this storm on Friday. Still looks like there are pretty good prospects for a changeover to some wet snow in our area on Friday. Maybe some minor accumulations on grassy surfaces. And temperatures look cold that day, followed by sunshine and 47 for a high Saturday, and in the upper 50s on Sunday.
All right, Jamie, thank you.
All right, thanks. Time is